What's going on, guys? This is Alexis Horan, CEO of the Door Knocking Army. I help door-to-door companies build, recruit, and retain door-to-door sales reps using branding and AI, and we have a better cost per applicant than Indeed. If you're a door-to-door CEO and you're stuck when it comes to recruiting, this is for you.
Like, I've done the numbers because it's the end of the year. From Alex's recruiting pool, like, we added $2 million in revenue, and that wasn't a full year.
Kyle Dodson is a 25-year-old roofing CEO in Maryland, Virginia. His company, Affordable Home Solutions, was recognized as one of the fastest growing businesses in the DMV. He speaks on stages nationwide, and his company generates about $15 million in annual revenue. And yes, all that is great, but he had a major issue. He was having a hard time finding new sales reps. Most of his team came from people that he already knew, whether it was a friend of a friend or a friend of a friend of a friend. And this made it hard to grow his canvassing crew. Because granted, yes, you can do this and you can grow your door-to-door team, but you can't do it at scale. You can't do it efficiently, and you can't automate this process. So with a small team, they could not cover enough neighborhoods, and that right there kept their revenue low. He was limited on how much money he could make because he just didn't have enough boots on the ground. And another issue that they had was high churn rate. Being that most of his reps were friends of a friend, they didn't have the right mindset coming into door to door. So if there were no fast results, they would quit. Sometimes that's what happens when you recruit friends or a friend of a friend. They come in kind of as a favor. Maybe they come in a little bit hesitant, or they just don't have the proper expectations. They see you make money. They think they're going to quickly, easily make money. And when that doesn't happen right away, they tend to leave. This is why having a vetting process is very, very, very important. So this might be exactly where your business is at. Not enough reps coming in on the front end, and a lot of reps quitting and leaving on the back end. I'm here to let you know it's not a hopeless case. There is a way to recruit the right people efficiently and at scale. In this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 things we implemented with Kyle that skyrocketed his business and grew his door-to-door team from 13 to 60 in about 2.5 months. First things first, this is what we implemented: branding. People think branding is about going viral, cool logos, or having a catchy slogan. No, branding is the digitization of what your company does, who you and your team are, and the opportunities that you can provide. Branding is crucial when recruiting door-to-door sales reps because it shapes how candidates view your company. You need to stand out from your competition, and here's why it matters. 1, attracting top talent. A strong brand shows success and stability. This makes your company more appealing to high-performing reps who want to work for a reputable and trustworthy organization. I have this conversation all the time. Top reps who've been in the business for years, right? Like guys who've been in the business for 5, 10 years, maybe they were top performers in their last company. They don't care about company culture. They don't care about building a team. Like, they care about how easy can you make their job. Meaning, does the company have a good name? If the company has a bad name or even no name, it makes the sell for them that much harder, that much more difficult, and it'll slow their pipeline down. They want to work for a reputable company with a good name, great customer service. That way, when they say, hey, I'm with XYZ Roofing or XYZ Solar or XYZ Pest Control, the customer like, yeah, I know who you guys are. I've heard good things. Let's chat. That's what top reps want. They want to be able to come in, close, done, go to the next one. They don't want to sit here trying to convince people of who they are, who they work with, that no, yeah, we screwed some people over in the past, but we don't do that anymore. Like, they don't want to deal with it. That slows everything down, and it slows their money down. Next one, building credibility. A well-branded company stands out from the competition, giving recruits confidence that they'll represent a business that customers trust, making their job easier and more rewarding. Guys, I remember I interviewed these 2 sales managers. They had been screwed over by their previous company. They did all these deals, landed all these sales, and nothing happened. So logically, they were a little skeptical when I approached them about joining XYZ company. Mind you, this is one of the companies in Florida. So you guys already know Florida has a ton of janky roofing companies. One thing that helped landing these people, and these guys were top guys, one thing that helped getting them to my client's company is that my client had 600 Google reviews. 600. And what's funny is I didn't even bring that up. When the sales reps looked up the company, they saw that. They most likely did not read all 600 reviews, but they briefly skimmed through it and they said, wow, this is impressive. 600 reviews? And they brought that up to me on our second call. They said, hey, yeah, I did some research, 600 reviews. This is like, these guys seem amazing. I'm down. Let's do it. So branding is key for you guys, right? If you're any door-to-door company, look, this is the fact of the matter. Door-to-door companies get a bad rap. So you need to work on your branding in the community with the customers so that you can be a top-tier business and attract top-tier talent. Bottom line. Now, next one. This is if you want to attract new guys, canvassers, new people new to the business. Highlight company culture, creating pride and identity. A solid brand welcomes new reps to the company and shows canvassers that they'll get the support and guidance that they need to become successful. If you're going to pull someone that's not familiar with sales, or maybe they're brand new to sales, this is key. They want to make sure that, hey, I'm going to come in this business and I'm going to get support. Granted, you don't have to hold their hand, but also don't feed them to the wolves. Don't make people quit their job to come work for you on a commission-based pay structure, and you're not even responsive or even helpful to anything that they want. That you will have a bad reputation, and it will be very difficult for you to recruit anyone to come work for your company. Next thing, simplifying recruitment. Branding streamlines recruitment, making it easier to attract recruits, as people are more likely to consider opportunities with companies that they've seen or heard about in a positive light. That's kind of back to what I said earlier. If you're screwing people over, word is going to get around very fast, and it's going to be impossible for anyone to come work for you. Before I take anyone on as a client, I do my little research, my due diligence, and see how they are with their employees. If I see that they have a horrible reputation and they screw people over, I will not work for them, because I cannot pull a miracle. I cannot pull a rabbit out the hat. I can't put sprinkles on shit and sell it as ice cream. I cannot do that, and I will not do that. You have to have a good reputation, a good company to attract top tier talent. Setting the tone for the culture. Branding reflects your company's vision and values, and this is what can attract candidates who align with your culture and work ethic, leading to a stronger team with, more importantly, a higher retention. This is key, guys. You don't want to just bring a ton of people in the business and they're all leaving 30, 60, 90 days after they come into the door. That will make your life a living hell, because your business is a revolving door. And it just won't make it a fun environment for anyone, to be honest with you. So one great way to recruit people is to keep people. Worry first about who's coming in the door. Make sure people get the support they need. Make sure you are delivering on your promises, and make sure you're not screwing people over when it comes to pay. And if they have a pleasant experience, they're going to tell their friends, and they are going to recruit for you without you even having to ask. Everyone wants to work for a great company. Great companies are very far and few in between. And you setting the tone for the culture, that is going to attract who you want to attract. Don't lie and pretend the company is something it's not, or you're something you're not. Let them know, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. This is what we stand for, core values, XYZ. And if people agree, they're going to come, and you're going to attract the type of people that you want for your company. This is what branding is all about. People need to know what it is before they walk in the door. That's step one, right? Step one of what we implement is key branding. If you want another video where I talk just about branding and go into the ins and outs, I will make that video. Let me know in the comments. But branding is one of those things where people don't think it's important until it's too late, and now they're scrambling to get it done.
Be part of your community. Be part of something special. Be proud of the brand you have. Be proud of the brand you work with. Love your company. Know your company. Stand by your company through thick and thin. There's going to be positives. There's going to be negatives.
Second thing, advertisement. This is the truth. Job boards are saturated. No way around it. Does this mean that they don't work? No, they do. They do work. But I tell people all the time, out of 10 applicants, you'll maybe get 1 or 2 that hop on the call. That's it. Super saturated. Everyone's looking for a job. They're applying to you and 35 other companies. They're not taking anything serious. They feel like the world is their oyster, and they're going to just kind of string you along and try to hit you over the head for the most that they can get up front without having to prove themselves. That's the type of people you get on job boards. What we found is that meta ads are the best and most cost-effective way to fill your pipeline with hungry, qualified applicants. The people that are on job boards are already looking for a job, so most likely they're in need, they're desperate, and they're applying to 10 other companies. They're going strictly for volume. You do not want those type of people.
If you have 10 times bigger audience that you can take salespeople from, then that's an advantage that you have compared to your other businesses.
What we found is that people from the meta ads usually already have a job maybe in a similar field, or they're interested in sales to some degree. They're a little frustrated and have been thinking of leaving, but they're just looking for that right opportunity. The ads that we launch strike those emotions, and there begins the emotional investment into your company and pushes them that much closer to joining them. Just think about it. If someone's on their phone and they're just saying to themselves, hey, man, I'm really trying to leave my job. I'm looking for the right opportunity. And we pop up on Meta and we're just like, hey, have you been thinking about leaving your job looking for the right opportunity? Look no more. We're here. Right there, we're already starting to stir up those feelings. And they're going to say, hey, maybe I'm interested. Let me see what this is about. And at least now we have their attention. And now is where we present the opportunity. Step 3 is automation. This is the secret sauce. This is what separates us from every other recruiter out there. Trust me, I've done my due diligence. I've been to conferences. I've talked to everyone in the business, and we kind of got them beat. We have an intense follow-up system that uses AI and automations to ensure that people, A, get on the calls to be interviewed, and B, continue to see value in the opportunity. It's the nature of the beast, guys. Some people are going to be interested and they're still not going to want to join. That's fine. At least we have their info and we can keep hitting them in the head, letting them know how great of an opportunity this is. We pack these follow-up sequences with a unique set of videos, not only converts, but they get people invested in the opportunity. Remember, we don't want people to look at this as a job. We want them to see it as a life-changing career path. Now, this may all seem a lot to implement. You're probably like, dude, I don't know how to create these AI audit. Like, this is crazy. We've got these systems streamlined to where we can get all this in motion, the branding, the advertising, and the AI automation. We can get all this in motion and have reps in your office in under 45 days. Obviously, after the 45 days, we'll make adjustments to not only automate everything, but also to customize it to you and your business. Because at the end of the day, guys, the more canvassers that we have, the more deals they close, the better the experience, the more they'll spread the word, and it can further help us sell the vision and land more and even better sales reps. Every few months or so, we implement check-ins with all the new hirees. We do all this because it helps with the retention rate and the canvasser experience. Canvasser experience is important because the best recruits are the ones that other reps recruit, right? They come in pre-framed, pre-qualified, and already trusting in the company because if their friend loves it, then it must be good. Retention rate is also important because it gives us data to see where people fall off and where we can pivot if need be. The key to having a recruitment funnel is always adding and making the necessary changes to ensure that it runs smooth. Think of this as a car, right? You want to keep gas in your tank, right? So you got to always put gas in the tank. You want to change the oil periodically, right? You got to keep changing the oil, and you want to make sure that the tag light is working. So yes, there is a little work involved to keep things running smoothly, but it's literally probably the same amount of work as it is walking your puppy down the street. It's not that much work if you know what you're doing. Recruiting is not as difficult as it seems. It just comes down to having the right systems in place to make the process more efficient and impactful. When you automate and refine your approach, finding and retaining top talent becomes that much easier. Now, if this insight has been helpful, if this video has been useful to you and you kind of have an idea of how we do things and how they work for us, take a moment to click the link below and maybe you can watch some more videos. We have a ton of videos that we're putting out all the time. And if you're looking for more so personalized guidance, or you just want to hop on a call and inquire about our services, feel free to book a call. We'd love to learn more about your door-to-door business and see how we can help you build a stronger, more reliable team with our proven recruitment strategies. This is Alexis Saran, CEO of the Door Knocking Army. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you on the next one.